All right. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It's Iron Sheik 84, and I still don't know why my camera's sort of like, I don't know, it feels like you're watching like through a live feed or something, like from a security camera instead of being like, fluid. But yeah, Bucky, Hauko. Yeah, I got two dachshunds with me. No, no, no. Hauko. Hauko, come on. Hauko, back here. Hauko, come on. Oh, sorry. I let him roam around, but gotta keep an eye on him for right now. But yeah, I'm gonna go get a haircut in about an hour, or leave to go get a haircut, and then get my groceries and stuff for the week. So I was just like, I got nothing to do. May as well hop on for an hour or so, right? And that is where I am. Alright, not that I specifically care about war score or anything. So I did hit 40 mil post-stream. Out of this thing, I got Edge. And not even good one, I got this Edge, so pretty disappointed. I was happy with the TP though. And also I finished up all of my bonus matches as well. So I kind of, like I said, I ran a bunch of sandbag lines, so I barely played with any tricksters. So this is pretty much where I'm going to end up here. I mean, I really wish I could have gotten that other 5,000 TP there. These, I don't need them as much as other people do. That 40 mil would have been pretty sweet right there. And then, of course, at the 10 mil, would have really liked that 1 million points. But I got nobody else left. I wasn't about to play all night. And like I've always said, unless somebody wants to donate, which I always tell people, like, I keep your money. Unless somebody donates for me to do polls, I'm not doing any. So that's where I am. I don't have so I don't have Veer, I don't have Priest. So that's 2 million right there, and then I don't have the new Damian Priest either, and I don't have Macho. So what are you gonna do, right? Yeah, just like I said, but hey, Wolvie. Yeah, like I said, I just figured I'd come on for like about an hour, maybe not exactly an hour, but I was like, I'll come on for a little bit, keep y'all entertained. Also, feeling a little stuffy. Okay, there we go. Yep. So, post-stream, I did, so I know I talked about, I know I said last night that I was like, I'm gonna go eat, and then, potentially go to a movie, and I did. I watched the movie Pathan, starring Shah Rukh Khan, and, let me tell y'all, one of the cheesiest action movies I've seen in God knows how long. I mean, like, I know there's supposed to be a suspension of disbelief when you watch a movie, but like this one was like beyond the realms of like even somewhat like, suspension of disbelief or whatever. Like I was laughing the whole time, not because like of the comedy portions, but because I was like, oh my god, this is so like ridiculously bad. Yeah, so needless to say, it's not gonna get another watch from me anytime soon. Yeah, I hadn't seen a Bollywood movie in a while, so it was yeah. Yeah, well, I'm just helping on my faction, and plus, like I said, I just wanted to come on for like 45 minutes just to, just chit chat with everybody, ask them how they're doing. Let me pour this out real quick. Yeah, I'm just playing for fun at this point. Y'all know me. I really don't give a shit about my war score placement. If I really did, then like I would have played all night and you know did this, did that. I mean, like I usually finish like top 200. Or like I either do like top 200 or top 100 or whatever. Lately, it's just like I haven't had the motivation to want to do any more than that because I just it's too much time. I got better things to do. Well, I don't, but supposedly I do. Yeah, I mean, this one was like a little bit rougher for me, only because I don't like I could only fill the bottom line, and the bottom line was filled with mostly like the sandbag people that I had to run, so I didn't really get as many bonus points as I normally do. But I mean, but like I said, and I know I keep repeating myself. It's whatever. I don't like. I personally don't care. I mean, like, there is one time that I got, I was in the 40s or the 30s for war score, and man, like, the amount of like hours I put in to do that was just like simply not worth it for me. I would have much rather like just kind of taken like I said, just taken my normal like top couple hundred, placement and called it a day. Hey, Bobby, how's it going? My son, he's with his mom. Yeah, it's so first, third, and fifth weekends he's with his mom, and then second and fourth weekends he's with me. But I'll go pick him up tomorrow after work, and then I'll go take him for a swimming lesson. He'll be quite excited for that. Yeah, but I hope you all are having, like I said, I hope you all are having a fantastic Sunday so far. It's been pretty chill in the Biani household for the most part. Um, I didn't really do much. I woke up, had breakfast, saw my siblings for a bit, and then yeah, that was about it. I use Streamlabs OBS. I know how to use both. It's just when I was starting out, I started using Streamlabs OBS, and that's just what I've gotten used to. Let's see. Then what's the tour for later today? Nightman cometh. Ah! 15 charts from recruiting rocker. Still no drip plate. I don't have a drip plate either. I know I've said this multiple times. Like like when I'm cutting down on my spending. So I mean, like like I know the other week that you could get a guaranteed drip plate for 120 bucks. And it's not that I don't have the money, but, you know, like, when I made a commitment to not spend, you know, that's just a part of it, you know, like, and so I still have a grand total of 0. Um, yeah, well, I mean, I used to have like a how-to video on how to like set up OBS for streaming. If I can find it, I'll send it to you. Do I not have any matches here? Ooh. Well, I wasn't paying attention. Let's see. Just double check something real quick while I'm waiting for that sub to get through. There you go. Well, yeah, I just sent you the link. It's unlisted, but yeah, it'll walk you through kind of like some basic how-tos in case, you know, if you had any questions on how to set stuff up. Also, while I'm thinking about it, I'm gonna go to Discord and yeah, it's a video I used to. Yeah. Like I had made like a basic like one of my former faction mates was interested in streaming, so like I kind of walked like, you know, it's like I made a video kind of walk him through how to do it. So it, like, you know, it's, you know, I mean, it's all right. It's not, like I said, I'm not gonna say it's the, hey Dreamer, how's it going? Like I said, it's not gonna be the greatest video, how-to video, but it'll walk you through. Like I said, it'll walk you through basics. Baki boy, Hauko. Baki boy. Yeah, Hauko, bet you. Whoa, Hauko. 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 Oh, there you go. All right. Yeah. Sorry, it's the little one. I mean, yeah, I'm doing good. Just figured I'd be on. I'm only gonna be on for maybe another like 40 minutes. This is gonna be like a super short stream. Just to provide a bit of entertainment, say what's up to everybody, because I'm gonna go run a bunch of errands after this. I would have been on a little bit earlier, but I had my brothers came over, and then I got busy with, you know, yeah. Swipe. There you go. Yeah, well, okay. All right. Looks like my dog has to go to the bathroom or something. Let me take him out real quick. I'll be right back. I'm back. Thanks for waiting. He went to go pee real quick. Okay. Yeah. Hey, Zandal. Oh no, hey, Sir Zoro, what's up? Assalamu alaikum, my friend. Yeah. I'm just playing for fun, Zandal, at this point. So, I didn't get Trickster Damian Priest. I don't have Savage Hall of Fame. And yeah, I just wanted it to go back to the home screen. So, as far as this goes, so I don't have Veer, so that's $1 million I lost there. I don't have Tech Priest, so that's another $1 million there. And then, like I said, I don't have either of these two, so I'm not gonna max this, and I wasn't about to play the entire overnight, to play overnight just to, just to get. First of all, I'm not gonna put in 600 victories. I'm sorry, like, for those that can't, that will or do, more power to you. That ain't me. I'm not gonna do it. And then as far as like the war score goes, I already maxed this too, so I'm just I'm just on just to give people something to watch for an hour. I'm gonna play for about 30 more minutes, and then I'm gonna go get a haircut, get groceries, and take care of a couple of other things here and there. Yeah, because yeah, here we go. So looking at the CSS, so like I said, I don't have Veer, and then I don't have Priest, and I've gotten all the other points that I can get at this point. So I'm just playing for fun, helping my faction stay up there. So let's see what's around this. So there you go. There's Samstar, Venomous Vipers, Nighthawk, Total Arms, 1%. So yeah, just chilling in the 20s there. Yeah, but once I head out, I'm done for the day. I mean, I guess until tonight's tour, which is, I don't remember. Limited time tours, so I don't have Priest, so obviously I didn't do that. I already beat the Modern Era with all the bonus points. I did Ridge Holland with all the bonus points, and then the Modern Era is gonna be with Priest or Dom, and I'm gonna do it with Dom because Dork Jr. is the only one that I have, and then on the Sunday Challenge Tour, it's any NXT, any Rhea Ripley, and any Modern Era. So I mean, like that'll be a cakewalk, I guess, depending on what BS Scopely comes up with for plates and stuff. Yeah. So for a couple people who may have come late, yeah, after last night's stream, I went to go watch Patan with one Mr. Shah Rukh Khan, and it was, oh god, it was terrible, really, really terrible. But I did at least get to laugh a lot at how bad it was. Bam, elbow. And watch, he's probably still gonna kick out of this somehow. Alright, no he didn't. I'm shocked. Yeah. We get 3 from 2, yeah. Oh yeah, I guess while we're waiting, yeah, well it says any NXT. Gummies, yeah, I mean, this one right here, I think that these two were pretty, for most normal players, were a little, difficult to do. I mean, it's fine, like, here's the thing, I am gonna admit, this has been this isn't my favorite feud that I've ever done. Also, like, last night, while I was playing, like, every single time I used the damn prop, like, every fucking time I used a prop, like, it would cascade no matter, like, how few gems I put down, so I was getting pretty, for those of you who watched last night, I was getting pretty frustrated with the game to begin with, but, I mean, it's whatever, you know, I did my damn bonus matches, I guess. That's all that matters. I got all the points that I was gonna get. Oh yeah, I'll talk. Yeah, I'll share. I didn't take a lot. Here's the thing. Like, I wanted to enjoy the Rumble. I didn't like. I know some people. And I'm not making commentary. You know, again, the guy next to me spent the entire time on his phone, taking like photos and videos and stuff, like, instead of like actually, like, he watched it through his camera. He didn't actually watch the Rumble, if that makes sense. So I mean, like I said, I just wanted to sit there and enjoy it. Yeah, like I said, I'll share a few photos and things that I took. But again, like I said, it's not many. I don't have I think I took one of my medals off, not even realizing it. Oh, I know what I did, because I gave that medal to somebody else because I wasn't using Triple H. I was wondering, I'm missing a couple 100,000 damage there. Yeah, Retro, but like I said, I mean, like, look, to each their own. I'm not gonna sit there and say, like, oh, well, you know, like, you should have done X, Y, Z, you know, like, if you want to, like, you know, it's like, if you want to spend the whole time, and again, I'm not saying this in an underhanded, smart-ass way. Some people want to do that, and if you do, okay, cool. Like, you know, where I sat, I didn't have as clear a view of the entrance ramp as, like, I would have liked, but I'm still extremely grateful that my brothers, who are amazing, like, got me tickets to the Rumble. I've never, like I said, the Royal Rumble is, like, you know, in contention for, like, my favorite, you know, pay-per-view of the year. It's like, sometimes it's kind of like what the caliber of the matches are to what it is, but SummerSlam, WrestleMania, the Royal Rumble, and Money in the Bank are my favorite pay-per-views of the year. And, like, depending on, like, the depending on, like, you know, and like it shifts like depending on like the quality of the matches and what's going on, you know, like of what ends up being like 1, 2, 3, 4, you know, on that list. I don't know, like, but you know, like I still watch pay-per-views every month. I'll watch NXT Judgment Day or whatever whenever I get a chance to. It's just this week honestly has been a very like stressful, miserable week. And I mean, being honest, I mean, like I said again, just, you know, I mean, there's no shame in it. I was pretty down. Like, you know, I wasn't my normal super happy cheeky self. And I mean, there's nothing wrong with being honest about, like, you know, not being in a good place. I mean, just work's gotten to be a lot, and the ice storm didn't help out, and it's just this week was pretty miserable for me. Wasn't, like I said, wasn't very happy, but you know, always try to look at the positive things, and you know, just put, you know, like take one day at a time. Yeah, but Carl, but no, like I said, everything's good today. You know, just woke up, had breakfast, had a good cup of coffee, and wanted to hop on and stream the Rumble. Not the stream the fucking Rumble. Stream this for a little bit. Hey Retro, share your link, by the way. Okay, Wolvie, have a good night.
I would just like to say thank you.
Hey Carl, thank you very much for the sub, sir. Or very much appreciated. I love it. Thank you. Yeah. Oh yeah. So by the way, Retro IC Gaming is running a sponsored stream for. Oh, you already maxed it? Oh, okay. I didn't even start playing it. To be honest with you, that's how backed up I've been. Okay, well, congratulations, Retro. I was going to tell you to share it just to make sure that you maxed it. Alright, well, I got a couple minutes. Let's go here. Alright, so... computer's full. Alright, so... here we are. Like I said, so I didn't take a ton of photos from the Rumble. Oh, hold on, let me... iPad's blocking that. Okay, here, let's block that. Okay, here we go. By the way, I really like this, so I just want to play this. Is it really not going to play the song? Okay. All right. So I did go to, like I said, I did go to the Rumble Live, as you can see here, but I met up with some friends, and I had a barbacoa grilled cheese sandwich with like house potatoes, and also the place that we went to had mocktails. So this is a Pearl, San Antonio, Texas, the historic Pearl, and then we went to, I forgot the name of it. Okay, it wasn't the food hall, it was... really? Dining option. Okay, American. I forgot which one of these it was. Boiler House. I think it was this. Yeah, it was. Okay. So as you saw here, they had the barbacoa grilled cheese. So that's what I had for lunch. And then, as y'all know, I don't drink. Do they even have like their mocktails here? Okay, well, I guess they don't. I guess they don't have the mocktail or whatever. But it was like some like raspberry thing with like ginger beer or whatever. It was really really good. Now how good it would have been with alcohol, I don't know. But so this is where I had this is where we had lunch. My friends are also from Dallas. They flew in, so we went there, and then I didn't take like I said, I didn't take a lot of photos and stuff. These are just two random guys that came whenever that posed with me for the photo. Um, but yeah, this is where I was for the Rumble, and there you go. There's the Alamo Dome. And then I had this for breakfast, or these are some poached eggs with a Nashville hot chicken breast, and then these were hash brown tots. And I went to Via 313 and got a Detroit style pizza for lunch on my way home. And that's about it as far as photos go. So here's the ice storm. So I know people who are up north might be like, oh, hey, it's like, that's nothing. This is all sleet and ice. This isn't snow, for the record. So, yeah, getting out was a pain. And I know some people like to be like, oh, it's like every single time it snows, Texas shuts down. Ha ha. Like I said, this is all ice. It is not snow. It's ice. So, just emphasizing that. And then here we go. I only took this like one small video because somebody had asked me to. This is right after Cody. Yeah. Yeah. So, like I said, this was my Rumble experience. I so as far as like the Rumble goes, I had a fantastic time. I thought the Rumble was great. Um, Let me just go to regular camera and just make sure. Okay, yeah, here we go. All right. So as far as like being physically at the Rumble, fantastic, great experience. Really, really loved it. Like I said, it was a dream come true being able to go to the Rumble live. I like I said, I had such a good time. Um, Now, kind of just to go through the matches and stuff. Cody winning the Rumble. I mean, am I mad that Cody won the Rumble? No. The fact that he came out like a here's the thing, and I know people are going to be like, "Oh, you can armchair quarterback, anything." I get that. I wouldn't have announced Cody being at the Rumble if I was in charge. I would have kept it a complete secret. And also, like, him coming out at 30, like, for me, like, I mean, like, I would have had him come out much earlier. It's like to kind of be like, oh my God, Cody Rhodes is back, and oh look at this, he survived the gambit to win, like kind of like Flair like winning at number 3. Like I don't know. Again, I'm giving you my opinion. Like they should have had Cody come out way earlier, and they should have kept it a shot. They should have kept it a secret. They shouldn't have said ahead of time that Cody was coming out. That's just, again, that's my opinion. Bray Wyatt versus LA Knight. Yeah. um, I did not like that at all. I Look, here's the thing. I really like LA Knight. Bray Wyatt, like, I like Bray, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that he's not a good wrestler. I'm not saying I don't enjoy him. It's just that, like, I've gotten really sick of his promos, okay? And the reason is that, like, he's great on the mic. I'm not saying that he isn't. But, like, at some point, like, you know, it's like when he's, like, on the mic, I'm just like, ugh, again, ugh. Like, whenever, whenever that happens. So there's, I mean, I'm giving you my opinion, like, like, it wasn't a pitch black match, it was, like, neon lights or whatever, so it was, like, it's like whenever you go bowling and they turn the black light on. So again, like, and the fact that Uncle Howdy missed LA Knight by like 6 miles was really like, I don't know. Like I said, it's the whole thing. I wasn't a fan. Didn't like it. Bianca Belair versus Alexa Bliss. Again, uh, there is no way that like I had any inkling that Alexa Bliss was gonna win. So I mean, like, watching the match, I mean, like, here's the thing, like, I'm not saying I didn't enjoy it, but like, you watch the match being like, okay, when's Bianca gonna win? Like, or how is she gonna win? And I'm not saying I'm sick of Bianca, I'm not saying I don't like Alexa, but I mean, like, not kind of going back, like, this is like the most unsurprising by the books Rumble I've ever watched. Okay, but yeah, but like I said, it was that. I mean, like, the match was fine. I'm not saying it isn't, but I had zero. Like I said, I had zero, like, anticipation, expectation, or anything that Alexa was winning that match. Okay, so for like, insert whatever. Maybe if I'm not using the right word, like, there was no chance that Alexa was winning. So that, like, it's kind of like I said, it's just watching a match being like, okay, how's Bianca gonna beat her? And then Rhea Ripley winning the Rumble, again. Who didn't think Rhea was gonna win the Rumble? Like, so again, like, having her win from position number one, awesome. It's like she looked fantastic the entire time. I will also say that them botching Nia Jax coming out was pretty funny. And also, like, I booed the fuck out of Nia when she was coming out. And I'm pretty sure I'm just one person in a sea of, like, people. But, dude, like, I don't like Nia Jax. I think that she's a garbage wrestler and a garbage human. So seeing her at the Rumble was very off-putting for me. And I understand that they're not tailoring the Royal Rumble specifically for me, but I was not happy to see her there at all, period. So yeah, I'm just going to leave it at that. And then last but not least, Roman versus Kevin Owens. So the story behind everything, again, who seriously thought Kevin Owens was going to beat Roman Reigns? I mean, again, it's just another one of those, there's no fucking way in hell that Roman's losing to Kevin Owens at the Rumble. So, I mean, like, like I said, so Cody winning was, like, almost a guarantee. Bray Wyatt winning was pretty much, like, the only match that I was just like, on, as I was like, okay, what's gonna happen is Bray Wyatt's either gonna win or Uncle Howdy's gonna cost LA Knight. That was the only match that I was like 50-50 on who was gonna win. Bianca Belair I knew was gonna win. Rhea Ripley I knew was gonna win. Roman was gonna win. So like I said, it was just, I don't know how to say this. Like, it was a boring Rumble because of the fact that there was no ambiguity of who was gonna win what. So yeah, I mean, like, yeah, but I mean, that's about it. Still, like I said, I had a fantastic time. I'm truly blessed that I was able to go. And hopefully, if they have the Rumble anywhere near Texas again, I'll go. I'll go next year, the year after, or whatever. I mean, I'll definitely want to go again. I just hope that the next time I go, it's a better Rumble. I mean, I don't. I really don't know what else to say. So yeah. Yeah, but that's my Rumble experience. All right, back to playing champions again. Oops. Here we go. I love Sami Zayn. I liked him when he was El Generico. Been a big fan of him for many, 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 many years. Uh, I think that like he's one of the few people that like he's great as a heel, he's great as a baby face, and you can stick him with any opponent, and he's gonna make that. You know, he'll make himself and his opponent come out looking like $1,000,000. I like Sammy to the moon. That's all I can say. Now, whether they actually like want to make any major like moves with Sammy soonish, you know, remains to be seen. But I mean, there's, I mean, I think that there's something to be said for, you know, like them putting the, basically, you know, like giving the brass ring to Sammy. He definitely deserves it. That's all I can say is he's not a bad choice to move forward. I don't know what else to say. Yeah, love me some Sami Zayn. Also, for those of you who may not have seen it, poor little Evie had to go to the doctor the other day, so she's in a cone for till Saturday, and she really hates it. I mean, I don't mean to laugh. It's like I can tell, like she absolutely hates that thing, but unfortunately, we got to leave it on her for another week. Confirm my appointment. Alright, booking confirmed. Okay, took care of that. Oops. I don't want that. Okay, there you go. What the hell? You put me in a sub? The fuck? there's only one thing to do from here. Just catching up on messages here. Sorry, just catching up on messages on Discord and stuff. Making sure my teammates don't need me for anything. Bam! Elbow. Put me in a subway, you jerk face. Alright. Whew. So just ask, based on the Royal Rumble and everything coming up, are y'all excited for the Elimination Chamber? Yeah, so I'm looking at it. So like, so of the matches that have been officially announced, Theory versus Rollins versus Gargano versus Bronson Reed versus two wrestlers to be determined for the Elimination Chamber match. I see Austin Theory retaining. Asuka versus Liv versus Nikki Cross versus Raquel Rodriguez versus Natalya versus to be determined. Unless it's like a returning Ronda or something like that. I think it's going to be Asuka. And then for Sammy versus Roman, I don't know. If they're planning on splitting the belts, I could see Sammy winning. But that'll be, like, you know, that'll also be remain to be seen. Hey! What's up, Jay? Nothing much, dude. I just wanted to get on to stream for a little bit. This is actually going to be my last couple matches because I need to head out, get a haircut, and do some adulting, get my groceries and stuff for the week. Nobody's gonna go to Sam's and Costco for me, so gotta go take care of that. But yeah, I hope you're having a wonderful morning as always, sir. Yeah, like I said, it just I didn't see anybody else was on. I was planning on being on way earlier, but I got caught up in this, that, and the other, so I was just like, it's like, you know, I'll entertain everybody for an hour, tell some stories, let everybody know how bad the movie I watched last night was. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, J-Man. Yeah, actually, I forgot to say this on Discord. So you see Evie? How she has that cone around her, sorry, like the cone around her, whoa. Here we go. Whoa, I got it. Hey, alright. You see how she's wearing a cone? So I don't know how to... So look, I'm not a vet. I don't know how to properly pronounce it. She somehow got a like a fly larva or something on her skin. So it actually had been in her on like the upper thigh of like her on her upper thigh for like months, and we were wondering like why every time that like, you know, sometimes when we pick her up that she would like yelp. And yeah, we found out that that's the reason why. So what happened was so like I said, we couldn't figure it out. We thought that maybe like she jumped off of something and hurt herself, or you know, like something was going on. And what finally happened is, like, out of the blue, like it was like it looked like basically like a golf ball size like growth on the side of her thigh, and we're like, what the hell? So we called our vet to make an appointment, and then later that night it burst, and it was like, you know, I don't want to gross anybody out, but it was kind of like a slimy, it was kind of slimy. So like I took her in the shower and I was like slowly like trying to clean it out, and it was like they told us that when we took the pictures and we kind of was like explaining it to the vet, they told us like, yeah, it was like, you know, it was like a fly larva or something that had kind of burrowed its way in there. So they had to shave it, and they flushed it out and everything. And she's perfectly fine, thank God, you know, knock on wood, thank God almighty. Just the only thing is, so she doesn't lick it or something, they put her in a cone, and she absolutely hates it. Yeah, the cone of shame. Yeah, but she's been doing good. She's been getting around like you know, with like, you know, like normal. We haven't had any issues with anything. You know, there's been zero issues with her. Like, you know, she hasn't knocked it against anything or like reopen the wound or anything. So thank God, you know, it's like she'll be fine. And then, you know, like Saturday we'll take off the cone of shame. She'll, you know, we're continuing to monitor to make sure that the redness doesn't spread. And then, yeah, she should be, like I said, she should be fine soon enough. Just keeping an eye on Evie and, you know, making sure that everything is good for her. Yeah, I think Charlie should be able to finish. Charlie should be able to finish that one off. So, yeah. This about does it. Like I said, I would be on for a little bit longer, but like I said, I got adulting to do. So, as always, I extremely appreciate those of you who spent your Sunday mornings with me. This will be going on up on YouTube, so don't forget to like and comment, and follow me on Twitch at IronSheik84 for more WWE Champions action. And with that, I wish you all a wonderful, blessed rest of your Sunday, whether it's morning, noon, or night, regardless of where you are. I hope you're able to achieve whatever milestone that you were looking for in the feud, in the solo contest, whatever. And yeah, just I'll catch y'all around. I hope you have like I said, I hope you have a wonderful day. And thanks again. I will, like I said, I'll be around. Oh no, it's all good, Doc. Yeah, like I said, I gotta. If I didn't have adulting stuff to do, then I would have been on for a little bit longer. But it's all good. I'll be around. All right, bye bye everybody. We'll see who we can raid here in just a moment.